Okay, good evening all of you. Good evening Camp Beauty. Perfect timing as always. So, it's wonderful to see you all here. There are loads of you. Good evening Ricardo. Great to see you here as well. Yes, everyone's coming in now. So, hi Matt, good to see you as well. So I've got a little question here while we're just letting everyone get in because it's not quite 9 yet. What do you call the small wooden hammer that a judge or an auctioneer uses? Good evening, Lavinia. Great to see you. Yeah, it's really good to see you. So we're going to have a class as we normally do. So good evening, the King of the Jungle, and good evening, Sam Fisher. And Tanetra, good evening. Yes, everybody's pouring in now. And Boyka, good evening as well. And Anderson. It's not a mallet. A mallet's a good guess. Well done, Lolly. That's 2 points to Lolly. Okay, it's called a gavel. Yeah? A gavel, I guess it's a type of mallet, but it's this little wooden hammer. They go bang, bang, bang. Order, order. Or the auctioneer bangs it down. Yes, Gertrudis, a gavel. It's an unusual word, that is. Okay, so I think we're probably ready to start. Martello in Italy, yeah. Okay, so where's the things that we're going to do? So we're going to start as normal with some, I ought to write the answer here, a gavel. Yeah, it's an unusual word. So now we're going to start with some idioms as always, yeah? This is how to act when you have a discussion with someone where you argue with them, yeah? I'm not sure I quite agree with this one. Good evening, Elena. Nice to see you. So, okay, that sounds really good on. So this says, hurt feelings are most quickly healed by not discussing the event. Least said, and then you need 2 more words that go after this. It means if you don't talk about it, then you'll both forget the problem between you, but it doesn't always work like that. Least said the better. No. So least said, this is quite a common phrase as well. Good evening, Manjira. Least hurt. So, I don't think anybody knows this one. So let's see. Let's give you a few more opportunities, but no. So, last gone. Least said, soonest mended. Okay, so this has the idea that the relationship between the people will get better. Yes, that's it, Lolly. Least said, soonest mended. Yeah, it means things will get better if you don't keep on talking about it and go on about it. Yeah, they say this. Least said, soonest mended. That's it, Lavinia. Least said, soonest mended. It's quite a common phrase, I think, particularly among Anglo-Saxons. Good evening, Grace Carmen Davis. Nice to have you with us again. Okay, the next one. Good evening, Victor Gabriel. Great to see you, my friend. Okay, the next one is about exaggerating things. Do you know an idiom about exaggerating things? So to exaggerate the importance of something trivial, to blow something out of proportion, to make out of a like a can of worms is open. Yes, and you let it shut. So this looks pretty good. I would normally say a storm in a teacup. Yeah. I would say it's a storm in a teacup. But notice this starts to make a, here we go. Lolly sounds, and Javi as well. Yes, Lolly and Javi, and yes, let's see who else has got this. Yes, Tanetra, Manjira, to make a big deal out of nothing, and Count Beauty. Yes, this is the phrase we use. To make a mountain out of a molehill. Well done, Grace. To make a mountain out of a molehill. Yeah, this is to make something, to blow something out of proportion. Yeah, to react unreasonably. Yeah, to make a mountain out of a molehill. Absolutely. Good evening, Renyard. Nice to see you. The fox is here. Yeah, so this one, to make a mountain out of a molehill. That's it, head through this. Okay, the next one is about when something makes you angry. Yeah, it's about being angry. So if something makes you really angry, what do we say? Nerves, that's a good idea. So it makes me very angry. It makes my boil. A molehill. A mole is a little animal that lives under the ground and it pushes earth onto the top, and a molehill is like this. Yeah, so they're making this into a mountain. Yeah. Okay, so we've started to get some good answers now. Okay, so Arnuva, it makes my blood boil. Javi, it makes my blood boil. Tanetra, Count Beauty. Yeah. And Zamfam, well done. Good evening, Zamfam. Lavinia, Manjira. Not makes my head boil, it makes my blood boil. Grace, good. Lolly, good. Lavinia, good. It makes my water boil. I like that Boyka. But no, if something makes your blood boil, it really makes you very upset and angry. Yes, that's it, Victor. Yeah, so it makes my blood boil when people are rude. Yeah, it makes. So what makes your blood boil? I'm sure there are things. I think the idea is you're so angry that your blood gets hot. Yeah, it's getting on my nerves. I think it makes my blood boil is more than getting on my nerves. I think if something's getting on your nerves, it's annoying you. Yeah. Okay, so blood for blood. It makes you see red. I like that phrase, hubby. That's a good one. Yeah, it makes my blood boil. It makes me seem red. To make much ado about nothing. Ooh, that was very good for the mountain and the molehill. Rainyard. So, if one takes no risks, one will not gain any benefit. Nothing ventured, and as we've got lots of answers here, nothing gained. Well done, Tanetra, Arnuva, Yehia, Zamfam, Javi, Count Beauty, Lolly. COVID-19 makes your blood boil. That's a good example, Lavinia. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Exactly, head through this. Elena, Manjira, Grace. So, let's see, Boyka. It makes my blood boil when people have bad manners, not do bad manners. Have bad manners. The heat makes my blood boil, but that's something to do with living in a country like Brazil, isn't it? Okay, yes, nothing ventured, nothing gained. So if you don't risk anything, you don't gain anything. Good to see you again. It's been a while since we've had you with us. So nothing ventured, nothing gained. You have to take risks if you're going to be successful. Yeah, nothing in life is safe. That's it, Matt. It makes my blood boil. It makes me really angry. Yeah? Okay, nothing ventured, nothing gained. He poured cold water over my boiling blood. No guts, no glory. I really like that phrase. I've not heard it before, Bas, but it works very nicely. Okay, so let's look at the next one. He tried to deceive me. He tried to trick me. He tried to pull the over my hand. So let's see, Zamfam, to pull my leg, it means you're joking. Stop pulling my leg, stop joking. No, Arnuva has the idea, and Tanetra's got it as well, with Grace, and good evening, me too. Yeah, okay, yes, Tanetra, wool. It's wool, not the veil. He tried to pull a veil over my eyes. We normally say wool, that's it, hubby. To pull the wool over somebody's eyes. Yeah, it makes my blood boil when the laptop is broken. Me too again. Yeah. Cheat me or cheat on me? I think cheat me is to take my money by trickery. Cheat on me is to have another sexual partner. So he could cheat on his wife, for example. He tried to pull me over my nose. He tried to pull the wool over my eyes. Oh, I've got a couple here I haven't written. So it makes my blood boil. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. And okay, let me just do this. Bear with me a second. He tried to pull the wool over my eyes. If they pull the wool over your eyes, you can't see. Arnuva, cheat on talks about being unfaithful to your partner, whereas cheat means to trick. Yeah. Wool comes from sheep. Thank you very much. Yes. Okay, wool comes from sheep, Lavinia. Cotton comes from a plant. So, Grace, the government is pulling the wool over our eyes regards the pandemic. I quite agree. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that, but cheated on. That's it. No pain, no gain. Yeah? Well, I'm sure you'll find someone else very nice, Lavinia. I'm certain of it. Okay, so the is mightier than Tanetra's got this one, Arnuva's got this one, and Manjira, and Count Beauty, and Zamfam. If someone tricked me, he cheated me, yes, but he didn't necessarily cheat on me. Yeah? Pull the wool over my eyes, yeah, that's it, and Nitu. The pen is mightier than the sword. So, yeah, this is saying more influence and power can be gained by writing than fighting. So the pen is mightier than the sword. Yeah, you can have... the peace is mightier than the fight. Absolutely, Matt. He tried to cover your eyes. That's the idea. So the next one, I think you'll all know. There are certainly at least two possibilities for it. Yeah. Okay. My boss often swears at me. What should I do? Ask him politely not to swear on. Yeah. Tell him to calm down, that you deserve respect. Boy, it's easy for me to say, isn't it? Okay, we have to start again. Back to, and there are two different phrases that fit very nicely here. Back to the beginning, I guess that works, Lolly, but so back to square one without the Count Beauty. So back to square one. I don't know if you've ever played Snakes and Ladders, but back to square one. And that's great, Nitu. And thank you, Count Beauty. That's the other one. Back to the drawing board. Meaning you've got to make a new design. You've got to find a new way of doing it. Yeah, so we have to go back to square one. This isn't working. We've got to go back to the drawing board and find another way of doing this. Back to basics. I like that, actually, Grace. I think that's good. Back to basics. Back to the drawing board, Tanetra. Yeah, I like that idea of back to basics. This is one of the easiest to remember. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this one's reasonably easy. Back to square one, like playing a game. Or back to the drawing board. We need to redesign it. We need to design a new way of doing it. Yeah? Back to where one had started. That's the idea. Wow, head through this. That was quick. And lolly. Yes, back to the start, Matt. That works. So head through this and lolly. That's really good. Very often they use this as a funny way of saying he's unemployed. Yeah, he's between jobs. Well done, Zamfam, Victor Gabriel, Nitu. Yeah, it means he's out of a job. Yeah. Yeah, so, is it so? Yeah, he is between jobs. Yeah, he's out of a job. He's between jobs. He's out of a job. He's between jobs. He's trying to find one. But let's see. If you're unemployed, then you are between jobs. Very definitely. Yeah, they quite often use this as a funny way of saying it. Yeah, he's out of a job. Yeah, he's between jobs. That's it, Lavinia. Yeah, he's finished one and he's about to start the next one, but he hasn't found the next one yet, and that's the problem. He's still looking for it. He can't find it. Okay, from a helicopter you get a view of the city. Crystal clear, completely clear, but no, we're looking for a different phrase. That was good, Arnuva. So why do we use between? Because there's a space between one job finishing and the space between the next job starting, but he hasn't found the next one, so he could be a long time between jobs. Okay, so we've got some right answers now. I like Tanetra. So Arnuva, bird's eye view. Tanetra, an aerial view. That works. So crystal clear, a crystal clear view of the city, I guess, but I'm looking for a bird's eye view, looking for up on high, a bird's eye view, Lavinia. So Zamfam, a bird's eye view from high up. Hubby, that's it. Tanetra, Elena, head through this. A panoramic view. You also get a panoramic view, is a wide view. That works great. A cityscape view, Aaron. I think you probably get a cityscape, full stop. So, a bird's eye view, Nitu, Lavinia, Victor, Manjira. Yes, birds with an S, Lavinia. And for you as well, the same, Matt, bird's eye view. Yeah, as the crow flies. As the crow flies, Lolly, is a direct path between two places. Far more is much, much, much more. It could be much more or many more. It could be both. Bird's eye view. Head through this. Okay, so as I said, Lolly, the crow flies in a straight line. A bird's eye view. Yeah, you need an S with it. Yeah, Renyard and Bass, bird's eye view. Yeah, between here is used here as a euphemism. That's very correct. Okay, head through this. Birds. No, bird's eye, Lolly. So, you should move on to the story, please. Yes, I quite agree. So, let's see. What's the story about? The story today is about the monkey and the fishing net. Yeah, so it's about a monkey and a fishing net. Okay, so do monkeys know how to fish? Whoops. Okay, wait a second, I didn't know. You get a bird's eye view of the city, and that was one thing I needed to put. Okay, so the monkey and the fishing net. What did the monkey want to do? What happened to the monkey? And what moral would you give the stories? Okay, so the monkey and the fishing net. We want to know, what did the monkey want to do? What happened to the monkey? And what moral would you give the story? The monkey is a gorilla. Well, non-hyphenated. Okay, so let's see. Let me read the story. A fisherman was catching fish by throwing a net into the sea. A monkey saw him and wanted to imitate what he was doing. The man stopped for a time to have lunch, and he left his net on the beach. The monkey came up and grabbed the net, thinking that he too would go fishing. But since he didn't know anything about fishing and had not had any training, the monkey got tangled up in the net, fell into the sea and started to drown. The fisherman saw what had happened, so he seized the drowning monkey and said, "Your lack of judgment and stupid behaviour nearly cost you your life. You should learn to leave other people's things alone." So, okay, good evening, Manu. No problem, you're late. Let me read the story again. A fisherman was catching fish by throwing a net into the sea. A monkey saw him and wanted to imitate what he was doing. The man stopped for a time to have lunch, and he left his net on the beach. The monkey came up and grabbed the net, thinking that he too would go fishing. But since he didn't know anything about fishing and had not had any training, the monkey got tangled up in the net, fell in the sea and started to drown. The fisherman saw what had happened, so he seized the drowning monkey and said, "Your lack of judgment and stupid behaviour nearly cost you your life. You should learn to leave other people's things alone." So, let's see, Count Beauty. A monkey wanted to imitate a fisherman who was throwing a net into the sea, but when it tried to use the net, it got tangled in it. Perfect, Beauty, no mistakes. Well done, sir. The monkey wanted to imitate what the fishing man was doing. Yeah, that's fine. It's a what, Lolly? I think that's a mistype. Mangira. The monkey wanted to imitate the fisherman while he was catching fish by throwing a net. Good English, Mangira. Victor Gabriel. The monkey wanted to imitate what the man was doing. He got tangled up in the net, fell into the sea and started to drown. Moral, mind your business. That's good English, Victor Gabriel. I might say mind your own business, but the own is not necessary. So notice, Arnuva, a little knowledge. It's better. A little knowledge is a dangerous thing. Boyka, the monkey wanted to imitate the fisherman by grabbing the net and throwing the net into the sea. Good English. Nitu, the monkey wanted to imitate the fisherman. Good work. Zamfam, the monkey wanted to copy what the fisherman was doing. The monkey sneaked up and also started fishing, but it turned out he had no experience and almost drowned. Good English, Zamfam. Lavinia, stupid monkey. The monkey wanted to pretend to fish like the man, and the monkey stole the net from the beach because the monkey hadn't any training and fell into the water. That's pretty good. That's really very good, Lavinia. Well done. And again, that monkey wants to do the same as the fisherman. Not a fisherman, the fisherman. And he did believe that he could do it, but he got a big failure. But he failed badly. Yeah? You don't get a failure, you fail. He failed badly. Tanetra, lack of judgment cost the monkey its life. Okay, 1,000 subs. If you get yourself into something you don't know about, you may draw, metaphorically, something bad that is going to happen to you. You may draw, probably I use the word infer. You may infer instead of draw 1,000 subs. Boyka, the monkey got tangled in the net, not into, but in the net, and almost drowned in the sea. Good. Chabi, the monkey was... The monkey was all but nosy, and it almost cost him his life. Chavi, the monkey was all but nosy, and it almost cost him his life. Manjira, the monkey got tangled up in the net. Good. Lavinia, the moral is don't pretend to do anything that you haven't got awareness, that you haven't got experience doing. But you need to get experience somehow. The English is good. The monkey was yearning to imitate the fisherman who was catching fishes from the sea. Perfect English, Grace, the monkey wanted to go fishing, so he tried and got caught up in the net. He wanted to imitate the fisherman and got into a bit of trouble. That's very good English, Grace. No mistakes. Manu, the monkey wanted to imitate the fisherman, but it wasn't able. So when it takes the net that lay on the beach, it got tangled. Yeah, look at lie and lay. They're two complicated verbs, Manu. Curiosity killed the cat. That's great, Boyka. I like that. And again, the monkey fell into the sea and was drowned. He was nearly drowned. And was nearly drowned with judgment, with clear judgment from the fisherman. Notice again, it's the fisherman, because we all know which fisherman we're talking about. Zamfam, you shouldn't put your nose into other people's business, so don't do something that might end up being risky. No, the monkey didn't die. He nearly died, Victor Gabriel. Theory is of no use unless you know how to apply it to Tanetra, daily life. Elena, the monkey wanted to imitate the fisherman and got tangled up in the net, fell in the sea and started to drown. Moral, the monkey finished the monkey finished learning from the school of hard knocks. I like that. Yeah, the monkey finished, but learning from. I think you need to include the learning, Elena. Aaron, moral, value to the story. Try to do things within our capacity. That's good, Aaron. Yeah. And Hadi, mind your own business. That'll do fine. Lolly, you need to think before imitating what someone else is doing. That's good, Lolly. Ricardo, the monkey, driven by its instinct, tried or tries to imitate the fisherman. And Grace, always ask for help and advice with a C if you want to attempt a new skill. Notice advise with an S, Grace, is a verb, and advice with a C is the noun. Nitu, the monkey ended up putting his life in danger by imitating the fisherman. Good English. Renyard, the monkey wanted to use a net to fish. He was entangled into the net, okay, because he didn't know anything about fishing. The moral is to leave other people's apostrophe S things intact. And again, when people are lacking of knowledge, they are not able to be successful, surely. That works. And again, Tom K, the monkey wanted to fish like the fisherman, but his lack of knowledge got him tangled he got him in a tangled position. That works. And started to drown. Moral. Sometimes one has to postpone their impulses to get better long-term results. Manjira. Too much curiosity leads to ruin and damnation. That's pretty good. Satish. Don't be self-assured. Good. Nitu. Don't put your nose into others' business. That'll work. Om. The monkey got tangled up in the net, jeopardizing his life. Good English, Om. Lavinia. The monkey must come back to the zoo in his cage. Yeah, he must go back to the zoo. Tanetra. Exposure and experience is above just theoretical knowledge. That's great. Manu. The moral is where am I? I'm lost now. The moral is don't do things without reasoning, because you could risk very much. Lolly, thank you for the donation. That's really kind of you. That's really good. Makes me happy. So, Lolly, if you have no experience in something, think 2 times. 2 times, twice is more natural, before imitating people. Zamfam. Not everyone has the same capability and skills, but with knowledge over time, one surely will do so. It can also be said about education systems requiring that everyone study the same subjects. It needs to have a good deal of knowledge even to imitate a person. I think one needs. Zamfam, each individual has different abilities and skills. That's good, Zamfam. It's okay, Nora. Nice to see you anyway. Zamfam, monkeys eat bananas, not fish, though, especially. Yes. Okay. Head through this. Moral, imitation is no substitute for knowledge. That's good. Satish, mind your own yard. Exactly. Leo Pergon, any advice on how to improve my English? In any way you can. Listen to BBC Radio 4. Chabi, what happened is the monkey didn't know the first thing about fishing. That's good. And yeah, thank you, Reynard. Watch this channel. Okay, Lolly, again, thank you. And Lavinia too. That's really kind of you. It seems to be my day. So, Hussein, the stream will be published on YouTube. It normally takes about 24 hours for the chat box here on the side to be published, though. And again, at school, teachers usually give their students lessons before doing tests, but in real life they have to do tests before getting lessons. Like that, you know what the students' problems are. Nitu, the monkey dug his own grave. Good phrase. Yep, I don't delete the streams. And Lolly. Okay, twice, thanks. No, thank you again, Lolly. Arnuva. If a thing got into a wrong... So if something gets into the wrong hands, Arnuva, it doesn't make one's life easy, but otherwise. 1 second. I'm going to put this here because we're starting to run quite late. Okay, carry out pink. The monkey was the representation of human, and the human was the representation of God. So, thank you so much, Lavinia. That's so kind of you. Yeah, it really is. Don't imitate others. Make your own path and let the whole world walk on your path. I agree, Aaron. Does reading the dictionary improve English? Yes, it does. Zamfam, everyone has to find their own lane and what suits them the most. Okay, so let's go and read the story. A fisherman was catching fish by throwing a net into the sea. A monkey saw him and wanted to imitate what he was doing. The man stopped for a time to have lunch, and he left his net on the beach. The monkey came up and grabbed the net, thinking that he too would go fishing. But since he didn't know anything about fishing, he had not had any training. And the monkey got tangled up in the net, fell in the sea, and started to drown. Okay, so we're nearly there. The fisherman saw what had happened. Yeah, so he saw what had happened. So he seized the drowning monkey and said, "Your lack of judgment and stupid behaviour nearly cost you your life. You should learn to leave other people's things alone." So, let's see. Okay, naughty monkey. So, let's change. I think you're quite happy with this. And we're just going to do some simple questions to finish. So, why might you take an aspirin? At the brink of death, yeah. Why might you take an aspirin? So, this is where you have problems normally, Lavinia. Why might you take an aspirin? Why might somebody take an aspirin? Why might somebody take an aspirin? Why would you take an aspirin? Why would you take an aspirin? Why would somebody take an aspirin? Zamfam, the monkey was tottering with an O, on the verge of nearly dying. When you have a headache, exactly, Lolly. Yeah, that's the idea. And Zamfam, because you have a headache. That's why you might take an aspirin. Well done, Elena. Javi, Zamfam, a migraine. I like the word. Count Beauty, a headache. If I felt under the weather, Boyka, I like it. Tanetra, sure, headache. Manu, because I have a headache. Absolutely. So why might you take an aspirin? Because your head hurts. That's it, Lavinia. A headache, or as Dylan puts it, a hangover. That's good. And Grace, to overcome a headache. That sounds really good. So, to counter a headache, Aaron. Absolutely. Let's try the next one. Name something that might burn your mouth. Name something that might burn your mouth. So, carry out pink, to reduce a pain. Good, Lavinia. To get over, to get over a headache, Lavinia. When you're sick, again, and a headache. So, name something that might burn your mouth. To prevent a heart attack and stroke. Very good, Hussein. Because someone has man flu. I like it, Renyard. Booze too much, absolutely, Satish. Reduce fever, again, that's a good. So, name something that might burn your mouth. Okay, so Tom K says a hot pizza slice. Absolutely. Nitu says to cure, overcome a headache. Good. Zamfam, spicy. Hallet, chili pepper. Boyka, spicy food. Ganesh, hot soup. Javi, a red hot chili pepper. Mohammed, to overcome a headache. Absolutely. So we're with two questions. Chili sauce, Tanetra. Okay, so, because your teeth hurt, Lavinia, yeah. Again, because you have a headache, not because of having, because you have a headache, again. So, chili sauce from Tanetra. Zamfam, pepper, savoury, seasoning. Elena, hot tea, coffee, pepper, garlic. Ganesh, hot soup. Lolly, spicy food. Absolutely. Lavinia, hot chocolate. Ricardo, a hot potato. Manjira, 2 hot tea or soup. Good. Ganesh, soup again. Head through this hot soup. Carry out pink, a lemon. I don't know. Does a lemon burn your mouth? Probably not. I love to eat lemon, but I'm strange. Drink my tea too soon this morning. Absolutely, Grace. Victor Gabriel, hot food. Dylan, very sour food. That might burn your mouth. Oh, Tanetra, Sichuan pepper, one of my favourite ingredients. Hey, Renyard, Indian curry can probably burn one's mouth. Absolutely. Tanetra, pepper. And Manu, hot coffee. Having a cold when your throat is burning, that's quite good as well. And again, hot water. Nitu, spicy dish or sizzling. And Manu, hot. Yeah, paprika, absolutely. Boyka. Aaron, exceedingly hot chili. And again, chili sauce. Hussein, once my cousin burned his hand from hot oil oozing out of a pan. Ouch, that really hurts. If something is too sour, it can hurt your mouth. I quite agree. And hot chili there from Mohammed. Okay, we're going to stop for today. Ganesh, red hot chili peppers. That's enough for today. We will be back again next week and I will see you all. Thank you for participating. You've been a great group. Yeah. Raw garlic does burn your mouth, Grace. I quite agree. Victor Gabriel, oil and fire. And again, hot food and coffee. So, enough. I will see you all next week. Thank you very much. You've been a great crowd. Thank you to Lolly and thank you to Lavinia for their donations. Take care, all of you. Bye-bye.